Hello, it's PVS the tutor. In this video, we'll be looking at physics, wonder, energy, and also accompanied by acceleration, as well as velocity. So we have a question here which says that figure 4.1 shows a stone of mass 2 kg, which drops from the top of the cliff and takes 2 seconds to strike the ground. The acceleration of the free fall, which is the acceleration due to gravity, has been given to be 10 meters per second squared. Then they are saying name the form of energy. So we have a stone here on top here. You can see this stone they're saying is falling down to the ground. So the question is, what form of energy does it possess as it is falling towards the ground? Anything due to motion possesses kinetic energy. That's what you must know. That possesses kinetic energy. Determine the height of the height edge of the cliff. Now, since the stone is is dropping on the influence of gravity, we are going to use one of the laws of motion, I think second or third, which states that the height of the falling object is equal to initial velocity times time plus half acceleration and time squared. In this case, h will be equal to, now look, we don't have initial velocity, so we just put 0, time is 2, like that. Now we maintain the positive because it's falling under the influence of gravity, unless if it was going upwards. Then we say this is half, gravity is 10, or time is 2. So when you punch on the calculator, height will be equal to 2 squared is actually 4. 4 times 10 is 40. Then 40 divided by 2, you get 20 meters. So you get 20 meters. Then calculate the kinetic energy of the stone when halfway down. So when it's halfway down here, what's the kinetic energy? So we need to know that the kinetic energy will be equal to the potential energy at this point, because it's halfway. So if you know the potential energy, you can easily calculate the kinetic energy. Now remember, kinetic energy is accompanied by the velocity, which we don't know, so we can just find the potential energy in this case. Now since we know that at this point kinetic energy is equal to potential energy, we can just find potential energy, which is mass, height, gravity. So we have mass, which is 2, gravity, which is 10, height we just found it was 20. So it's 20 times 20, that will give us 400 joules. So kinetic energy here is 400 joules. Now, sorry, not 400 joules. It's not 400 because it's halfway. Remember here we have used full height. So since we are saying it's halfway, the total energy here, all of it, is 400 joules. So at halfway, kinetic energy will be 200 joules. So it will be 200 joules because we are finding at halfway. So it will be 400 divided by 2, which will give you 200 joules. This means potential energy is equal to kinetic energy. 200 joules is equal to 200 joules. So that when you add this, it will give you 400. If the final velocity of the stone as it reaches the ground. Now for us to find velocity is equal to, you need to know this formula, by the way, it's very important. As it reaches the ground, velocity we don't know it, 2 is there, gravity is 10, and height is 20. As it falls down to the ground, it would move 20 meters. So that's 400 squared. That will give you 400, and if 400 squared will give you 20 meters per second as your velocity. So thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe my YouTube channel. In case you need questions and answers and need to revise, please don't forget to text me on WhatsApp on the number 0978 07 6090. Thank you so much. Remember, COVID is real. Don't forget to mask up. Peace.